Here, they have been living here for 10 years, but many of them in breach of the law. Around 80 families who live without planning permission on the Dale Farm Traveller site in Essex will face eviction in the next couple of weeks. But as they brace themselves for a battle with the bailiffs, they have won support from an unlikely ally, a committee of the United Nations, who today urged the council to halt the eviction. Our social affairs editor, Jackie Long, is at Dale Farm. Jackie.
Well, there's no doubt that the residents of Dale Farm feel they are reaching the end of this process. One told me it's like a funeral in here. But today, they did receive one unexpected boost.
News just in!
The UN Committee for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination has just called for a complete stop to the eviction.
Defiant to the last, the residents of Dale Farm have been gathering support for their final stand. They say they're desperate for a peaceful resolution to their decade-long fight.
Proud to be a gypsy.
But that doesn't mean they'll give up easily. So what will you do if and when the bailiffs do move in?
Well, I'm going to stand for my rights, miss. I'm going to stand for my home. That's
whatever it takes?
Whatever it takes. I doesn't want any violence and I doesn't want any trouble. But I'm not just going to get my 4 kids and go on the side of the road.
Jean Sheridan has lived on Dale Farm since the beginning. With 4 children under 4, she doesn't want to go back on the road. She's been offered a flat by Basildon Council, but she says she doesn't want that either.
They offered me a house, miss, bricks and mortar. I don't come from bricks and mortar and I will never ever move into bricks and mortar. That is not my culture.
But you see, people will say that you can't have it both ways. You can't.
But I don't want it both ways, miss. I am a traveller and I want to stay a traveller.
But you're not moving at the minute. This is a static site.
See, this is the problem. This is the problem, right? I know you say we're not moving, but as you can see, I still live in a caravan. I don't live in bricks and mortar. I don't live in a house. I live in a caravan.
It's not just the UN who are offering support. A growing band of activists, veterans of climate camp and other protests, have moved onto the site. They're helping deal with the press. But there are signs of more practical help too. The beginnings of barricades and night watches have been organised. The residents know their legal battle came to an end in the High Court on Wednesday, but they remain convinced this is where they should be allowed to stay.
You have broken the law. See, we don't feel that we have broken the law. We feel that we're after doing what the government said to do. They said travellers is breaking the law by staying on the side of the road. They should buy their own field and build and live on it. So we done what they said.
No one knows when the bailiffs will move on to Dale Farm, but there's no doubt everyone inside is getting ready.
So, Jackie, what are Basildon Council saying about this today?
Well, the council want to make it clear that they have offered alternative accommodation to everyone that they are legally obliged to house. So families with children, for example, the old, the infirm. They say that nobody has yet taken up the offer of that accommodation. They also told me today that they will be writing to all the residents in the early part of next week to give them a timetable for that eviction process.
Jackie, thanks very much for that.